Yeah, well, thanks for coming along and hosting an AMA with Whale Watchers and myself and the community here. So, just for everyone's a bit of background, did you want to start and maybe you could do an introduction and tell everybody a little bit about yourself and then where you've come, like from with Robin Hood or Hood
Sure,
token. If you want to
sure,
do that, I'll leave
sure.
it to you.
Sure, absolutely. I will make an introduction of myself and part of the team. Then I will start with our story. So I will give also space to my team to speak a bit about themselves. So, hi all. If you don't know me, I'm Federico Forni. I'm the founder of WingsProtocol. We started with Robinhood Protocol last year, actually in May, launched it on November, and we decided to make a version 2 migration relaunch on this month. Last week, actually 7 days relaunched. I'm 31. I'm Italian, living in Thailand. I have a couple of businesses around the world. So my background comes from business itself. So I run companies for a living, and yeah, in crypto world, I'm inside for a couple of years. I was before a normal trader, so, future trading, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Then a friend of mine invited me on BSC, and I started my work. So networking, knowing people, knowing the space a little bit, and I decided that with the skill set and the people that I had around, I was able to build a company that was providing services for the people. We don't provide tax that are very specific, but we provide services so far. So we define them ourselves a boutique company, which we will speak more about it. In the time, we built a very solid team. I'm very proud of what I have right now. It's not a thing that is made hi Phil, is made in 2 days. Actually, it's the most difficult part of each project is having a solid team, the people that really work and understand what needs to be put on the ground, put on the desk, like be committed in the same level, because work is work. We are not here to having fun. Especially having a company is something serious, we are legitimate, and there is no jokes, you have to invest a lot of time in what you do. But yeah, the company itself, it required a lot of effort, especially in team members. And with the time, we raised a lot, but we took also a lot of skilled people, and one of them is Phil, that is here with me today.
Good evening. Sorry for me being late on the camera. I was just rushing to get my headphones. Thank you very much for having us here. Thank you for being with us. You already heard Federico. I'm Phil. I'm Federico's assistant at WingsProtocol. You have to know that we have kind of a big team. We are 11 people currently in the core working, and we also have a lot of partnerships. And to help Federico to keep track on everything, that's kind of my job. I also deal a lot with our community, and the people should know that my DMs are kind of open all the time. So I try to keep track with all our investors as well. What can I tell about myself? I'm from Austria. I'm 29 years old soon, at least. I'm 28 for now, but not for long. And I'm part of the project since the first pre-sale. I joined them a few weeks before as a moderator on trial, actually. And I stepped up the ranks. I enjoy my time here. I love to deal with our team. And some people of the team are actually here. I saw our 3D artist and game developer, Mescriptor. He's in the voice chat. We are working closely together with two guys from Zurich. They have their own marketing company, and they provide us like the strategic partnerships. They also join us at AMAS sometimes. Today, sadly, they had no time to do so. I think that's about it, basically, on the team and on my person, and we can just go on with the utilities.
Yeah, nice. So I just again for everybody who's here. So the reason Fed and Phil, do you mind if I call you Fed for short?
Sure, it's fine.
That's fine. Yeah. So the reason that Fed and Phil are here are to update the community here about their project in terms of the changes that they've made since they started. And I've been speaking with Fed since, oh God, almost felt like the middle of last year. That's how long you guys have been working. Yeah, that's how long you guys have been working on this project. So this isn't just a normal, meme token that was started last week and pumped with bots and stuff. These guys have actually been working hard on this for a very long time, and yeah, I'm actually happy to have this AMA to be able to see, what you've developed and where this has come and where it's going. So yeah, I'll let you start and you can take it away.
Sure. Thank you so much. Yeah, as Sienna said, it's a very long time that we're working hard for this project, and we're really proud of the results that we did and we having till now. The platform is beautiful. We actually making some changes in the front end just to get a better look of it. We are soon implementing the exchange, which Phil will provide some screen and videos. If I'm not finding by myself, but I think that I have here overhand just to show you how it looks. So you have Phil or do by myself?
I try to find them, but in general, I'm not good at finding all the stuff.
I have. Give me a second. Sorry, guys. We're lacking. All right. So this is the first. If my Telegram don't crash. Right.
Should be okay.
So this is the look of the exchange. Pretty much, we try to give a better look. Sometimes people want a good interface that explain them pretty much everything. So in our exchange, you will see when you click and select the tokens that you want to trade, both of the charts. This is also a preview video of how it's working live on the mobile. And also I want to present the exchange for what actually is and what we're going to sell to the public. As a company, we offer services, our marketing to project that comes to us, not just to our launch, but to all our utilities in the time. I don't have the banner for it because my Telegram for sure is lagging right now, which is the perfect moment as always. Yeah, Phil, help me out, please. No, I found, yeah. Okay, so the exchange itself is presenting this feature that is a referral system. So when you connect your wallet to the platform itself, you will receive a link which will be forever for yours, and you collect out of all the transaction of every of your invites 0.2%. This is not something new, but it's something that you see only in the biggest exchange as Crypto.com and Binance. Is not really new, but it's something that BSC is lacking. All the time projects say you should pump your chart, you should shield your bag, but why not to be paid for it? So this is an incentive for the community, but think about when this will be reached out to influencers that have high volume out of their user base, how much they will pump their own bags and their own wallets due to this. We're trying to develop also another feature out of the exchange itself, which is a dust collector. People send you dust token as the dust attacker. We're gonna be careful about that. So it's not that this collector will allow you to sell all at once, because it can be dangerous, but you will be able to select the dust that you don't like in your wallet and sell it for BNB. We're gonna just take 10% of as a fee of the whole amount, but considering the so many tokens that you kind of receive in your wallet so far in the time as promotion, which are not scams, being able to sell finally is something that people might consider good. Don't steal it. We have still some weeks to proceed for the final development, but this is our idea as a new update of the exchange itself, which will be ready hopefully for the end of this week. I think that will be the right time also to push it. I mean, as you see, it's ready. I just want to have it marketed in the best way possible. It's very important to keep the traction with community and always have something to present to them after of what you have already, So we started with the staking, next is the exchange, and no less and very powerful of our network is our launchpad, which probably have also something, but I will struggle to find it, so I prefer to just keep talking. Our launchpad is also ready on the terms of the backend. We're just integrating on it, and we have 2 weeks for the delivery. The biggest announcement that I have to your community is that we have officialized our first IDOs even before that our launchpad is live. So guys, this is really the floor that you have opportunity to get in. The house will be hosted in 4 weeks from now. The project announced will be tomorrow or day after, so we finalize the details, but I think that we're gonna have $50,000 fundraise for them. which for start is very good, but we're really proud to have this first add-on on our Launchpad because it's a multi-pad add-on which make us very safe with it. We actually feel we'll talk with you about what are the safety reason and what we aim to give to our user base in terms of project on our Launchpad. Again, talking about our utilities, our project started with very big aims. You know, we want to offer everything possible to our user base, and I think that this is the best way to keep the people involved in the project. You know, when you find somewhere something that you don't need to go to find somewhere else, is really the best way to keep the people in. We really all aiming for the quality, as you might see from the platform. We really aim for a friendly user base, a friendly interface for our community, easy to use and easy to understand without too much complicated things. But we really aim also to receive a lot of feedbacks to understand what the community wants and maybe integrate it with features that the community will want. You will for sure thinking about if it is possible to produce them or not, but community is really important. So presenting step-to-step things to them is really also very important to upgrade ourselves. Another announcement is that we have our application ready on iOS as well. Phil, I think you can forward them our announcement, so they have links. The platform is beautiful. We're gonna host on there also dApps and browsers, and we're gonna be able to have ADS on top of it. The application on iOS is bullish itself, and you might know that with that comes to payment providers, which is really something important to keep the traction offline. So offline market is undervalued on my point of view. Payment providers is not a difficult thing to get, but to be approved, you need to have some standards which they require and which we fulfill already. We are already in contact with MoonPay, but Apple Pay and Google Pay also are best for application as well. So gonna be live. I'm not saying dates because is too officialized and is illegal to speculate over dates and numbers. But I'm telling you that we are very in close contact with them. So gonna be live soon as well. More than that, I can speak for hours about this, but I will move to Phil's speech right now. And yeah, he will talk to you about what we're thinking, which are our standards for our Launchpad items.
Yeah, thank you very much, Federico. We want to differ ourselves from a lot of launchpads because you guys know launchpads, there are a lot out there, but some projects that do offer a launchpad never even launched a project on there. So we want to use quality projects always over quantity projects. There is no initiative from us to list a lot of projects each week. We are talking about like one project a week, maybe later in the process we will take like 2 projects a week, but we will see about this. Also, Federico already said that we'll have a really strong and really safe vetting process and also really strict one to guarantee as many safe projects as possible. I myself today, I saw a project with kind of the same or basically some ideas they shared with us, and they rocked their people. They ran away with the money, and this is nothing that we want our investors to have. We're around for like nearly a year now. You mentioned this early, but Federico is working like nearly a year on this project. And why would we run? This is what we do. This is what we love to do. And we want our investors as safe as possible at all the times. And that's why we want to invest a lot into looking into the projects. And we have a really nice and capable team to do so. For example, I mentioned a game designer earlier that is working within our team. And he will also be a key guy in vetting projects that will offer a play-to-earn game or any kind of game. So we have like the specialist already within our team. He can have a look into it, and it's always different to see it with the eyes of a professionalist as a amateur, or maybe as me as a gamer, as an ex-gamer. I love games, but I don't really know that much about them. We have our partners from the marketing company also on our side. They worked with pretty big projects in the past. They were part of the refinance marketing team, for example. They can also provide us a lot of knowledge that we can use in this process of vetting projects. And since this is this is basically our main utility, this Launchpad, we will use a lot of our working hours and of our team power to make the most out of it. And I think we already proved this since we already have projects that want to list on us before we even have the pad live. It should be there within the next, I think, 2 weeks. Is it 1 week? Is it 2 weeks? Let's say 2 weeks. But we already have people that want to go with us. And this makes us really, really proud, because this also shows that people trust in what we do and believe in our vision. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. I think just looking at your user interface, I think it's actually a really nice looking app, and you guys have done really well in designing that. The colors, I think the flow of it looks really nice. And one thing that I've learned from Pink Sale is that a referral process works really well. So I've seen, some people, they're too scared to give away money, even though it might be the smallest amount, but they're too scared to give away a little bit of money in order to make more money. And, they try to hold on to 100%. But the fact that you guys actually got this referral process, I think that's exactly the strategy that you should be using in order to grow and grow very fast. So yeah, good stuff on that.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, we really believe that incentivize people with something is way more profitable. But in general, is about to change the mentality in the space. Let's focus a little bit on this. We have also methods, strategy for our liquidity so far. A lot of people and a lot of meme tokens in the time rely with a very small percentage ratio for liquidity and market cap. Instead we have a 30% out of it. So which is make our chart stable so far in the time, and you can see just a very good ratios in liquidity just in very big projects. We are not here for pump. We are not here for hype up things. We are here for work professionally. We're here for stay for a very, very long time, guys. We're here also for give stability to the people. We don't want the people are scared that they lose like 80% in 1 hour off of their income. We want to offer solution in the market, and the solution is just being professional. Sometimes we really see that the market is losing traction. We're losing volume because there are too many racks so far. We're losing volume because we're losing users. The money so far goes always in the same wallets. It's a kind of rigged system in the BSC, but in general, in this sub crypto world that we're living in right now, for sure our market will never be only here. Would be stupid to limit yourself. So we're running ideas in socials. We're gonna go for conferences. We talk for offline market for sure. Is offline market is not a billboard, guys. So if you expect that, we will not see from us. You have to understand that billboards really last 30 seconds in roads where people mostly look down to their feet. So we are not here to bait communities over market that is stupid and throw money in the garbage. We also rely on the fact that influencers market is lost. Is lost, and sadly, because if before people was believing in influencers in the time, also for their fault or not, project and sustainment of them being lacking, and people don't trust anymore. And anyway, due to also the other issue of lacking of volume, because they're losing money and they have no more to invest in it. They have to wait months to have again some liquidity to put in investment, hoping for the best. In here, you will not opt for the best. In here, you will be safe that 100% of time out of the project we're gonna list will be safe. So we're gonna aim for 100% success rate. Or out of that, we're gonna have for sure, as Phil says, a very big betting process. It's not easy. We have to spend a lot of time to do that. So we're gonna hire a lot of people. Actually, we already start to hire people and start to pay them, not for shilling, but for scouting. We have not just this project that's gonna list on us, but we're close talking with other two that we spotted. Actually, one is offering themselves, but one we spotted is a very good platform, but the market is crap. So as a marketing company as well, we want to provide them the best service because they deserve. And this is not just create opportunities for user base, it's offering opportunities to single persons and teams that they have ambitions and they have capabilities, which is sometimes is unfortunate in this market, you know. There are people that have really a lot of potential, but for the fact that they have not enough knowledge, or they're just unlucky, or they're just in BSc, they don't succeed. And it's way better to invest in some fuck-face boy Inu, and you have a very high volatility and you make a 10x in 10 seconds, which is unfortunate because if you buy the hat and you don't have enough experience, you're going to lose all your money so far. But again, we are here to try to find solution over the kind of market that we're facing. We are not anymore in the last summer. I hope that everybody of you remember that and make some money over that time period of time, but we are not there anymore. So we have to adapt and understand what is needed here. And I hope and I'm sure that our networking and professionality and knowledge out of the market will pay out our investors, not just ourselves. But despite of this, let's talk about again of the utilities, and now we provide funds to our company. So you have to understand the company works out with their revenue, which is not related to team tokens. We're gonna pay out ourselves with the revenue of the services that we offer. You know, we take collateral. We don't take supply over project that we're gonna list on our pad for ourselves. We're gonna have just a very small percentage that's gonna go to our holders. This is one of the features that we're gonna have that is different from other pads. So let's say we offer opportunities, we create opportunities. Our investors, they know that if this month they don't have enough money to invest in a new project, anyway, they will be prized because they invested in us. So they will get given portion of the supply that this project have to deposit inside of the pad for free as an airdrop. This is a marketing plan. This is get a bigger user base. This is related to the holdings that you have, so people cannot rig the system, creating a lot of wallets and create and rig the system itself. But yeah, we keen to give something special to our investor and give prize to them, you know. So this is one of the features that we're gonna host. But yeah, again, talking about revenue, if it's a collateral over the fundraise that we're gonna make for the launchpad without taking any supply over project and maybe ruin our reputation, we're gonna also have revenue over the exchange, which is 0.5% of commission fee, which is 0.3% for us, which will be used for development, paid salaries, and more marketing, and 0.2% for you if you invite your friends to use the exchange. Also, another big feature of the exchange, which is a very big plus, is we have our own router on that. So I'm not saying nothing about what is the future, but having our own router is make the base to build our blockchain. I don't want to migrate one more time and to do other contract. I want to keep the exchange as good as it is from the very beginning. So put myself in the condition to be able to work in the time and to succeed. Goals that I put in my mind. I'm not saying that will be this year because I would be not realistic, because blockchain is a huge topic to deal with. Luckily, we have a team of third party that is 25 developer companies, which will give to us not just the quality that you already see in our platform, but future quality over all the features that we're gonna produce and more and over the blockchain that we want to make in the next years. Yeah, guys, we're here for the really long term. I'm not here to stay 2 weeks for this. I put 30% rate in our liquidity, and yeah, it's a double-sided knife, you know. At some point, people rely on the big hype, but I don't want this kind of investors with me. I really prefer people that understand what is mean investment. I really want to people that they aim to make money in a serious way, not just hoping for the best. I really hope that the people understand that investing is not everything that comes in your 24 hours. And as I'm lacking in time investing in my family because I'm busy working, but I'm sure they forgive me because they know I'm doing that for them. I want that my user base spend time with their family, spend time for themselves, not just struggling to watch chart every 30 minutes because they worry they're gonna get rugged, or they worry that gonna fluctuate that much, they're gonna lose their investment for a very long time period. I want the people safe, and I want to save myself for struggle over liquidity features. So yeah, this is the goal. But yeah, guys, I'm sorry, I can speak hours about that. So stop me, Siano, and make me some questions. If not, I lose myself here.
No, you're more than welcome. See, that's the purpose of the AMAs here, and that's the reason why I like hosting them, is because I have a little bit more time. I'm not time constrained like I am at PinkCell to 1 hour time slots. And I think, aside from going through all the usual questions of tokenomics and audits and all that sort of stuff, which is stuff that you hear generally every day, I like to actually have people present themselves and their projects, because if the audience gets to build a relationship with you and actually knows that they can see, we can all see now that you're a hardworking guy, you've got really good morals, and you really want to do well for everybody, and you do value family, which I like. I think that's how we started talking as friends back last year anyway. But yeah, I think they're the important things that I want people to see in this channel, and it's not all just about, like you said, pumping shitcoins and all that sort of stuff, which I'm trying to teach everybody in here, that it doesn't have to be that way. You can make money slowly and safely rather than fast and risky. But yeah, I guess that's my quick spiel. Again, I could talk all day as well, but yeah, I think maybe, look, if you can discuss a little bit more about the revenue model that you'll be using, or that you have for Wings. So I know that you said you won't be taking LP, is that right, before, or 2% of the tokens like what PinkCell does? How will you be generating revenue from your launchpad?
So actually, revenues will come to the collaterals. Usually Launchpad. I will not make competition with PinkCell, which would be stupid. But yeah, we are more keen to do iOS, so Oxbow style. We're not keen to do a Launchpad as PinkCell has. I mean, I don't want to step over other people's works, which is very valuable. The supply that we take, instead to keep for us as revenue, as PinkCell does, we're gonna put this supply, which can vary. It depends on the package that the project will choose as a marketing plan. We take some percentage and we distribute it to all our holders. Yeah, I mean, this is the only thing that we do. For our revenue, we take just a small payment, which at the beginning is just 1 BNB, because we just started and we try to be humble, even because we have to grow as network. In the time, we will increase the fee to use us, because increasing the user base include increasing of price for get to them. Which is fair, and I hope and I'm sure everybody understand. As other way, the revenue of the Launchpad in idle section is made from the collaterals. So let's say I help you to raise $100,000, $200,000, and expect to me 5% of those. This is the revenue that company does over the idle sections. So yeah, in this matter, we make money over that. More than that, the company makes revenue over other matters, so from the exchange fees, for example, from let's say also the fees of the marketplace which will be very, very low, but 1 + 1 + 1 makes something, and you can use those as well. But yeah, it's important to just rely on revenue internal as a good company, because we have expenses as well. It's not just about to develop the product and develop the marketing, but it's also pay the people that work for the company itself, which is very important. Not just to get them motivated because it's fair, We are a company, and when the people even quit their job, we have hiring methods that we're gonna make interview also for the people that really thinking that there is space for them here, and they want the opportunity to join the network and join the space itself. When you feel safe with people that are serious enough, you say, okay, I can do this. Can I try? I'm not saying that I will hire immediately, because I don't trust most of the people. This is a very big lesson that I learned in the time in this space. Don't trust nobody, even very close friends of you, which can betray you, but it is what it is. You cannot change the past. But so far, I mean, there is space for everybody, guys. If you know that you're skilled, if you know that you can do something, you know that you are a game developer, you want to join our game developers and make a bigger team for that, we are proud to welcome you guys. There is space really for everybody, and I think that it's very important to offer this to the people. There is this arrogance in the space, you know, when the people being treated bad because they don't know enough. Sure, knowledge is very important, but kindness is free, and we're lacking a lot of it in the world, and I think that it's very important. So yeah, I mean, I hope I answered your question.
Perfect. All right. And now, look, we may as well discuss tokenomics. That's something that
Sure.
we haven't touched on. So the tokenomics of the normal token, if you want to take us through that.
Sure. So we have a 30% supply that is for the staking rewards. We have a 20% that is treasury. 5% was private. 3% was advisors. 5% is team, and the rest is liquidity. About taxes, instead, we have a 7% buy and 12% sell. We have 2% staking. No, 1% staking, 2% buyback. 2%, help me out, Phil, please. I have too many tokenomics in my head. Read it loud, please. Yeah, 7 and 12 anyway, guys. Is going to project funds, marketing, and development included in it, and salaries of people, and buybacks, and liquidity, and staking.
And the tax inside the exchange, what was that again? Sorry.
Tax on exchange is 0.5 total, 0.3 is for us, 0.2 is for the referral. If come new member without referral, is 0.5% to us.
Okay. That's not too bad. I like that tax. I think it's you know, you need to sustain the business, and that's what people need to understand as well. I think we get a lot of questions at Pink Sale about the fees and that sort of stuff, but if you don't have those fees, then your business won't be sustainable. So yeah, I think it's
That's true. That's true. I mean, every company, as you said, is fair that have to sustain themselves. Pink Sale is also a very big network, and also means that they have a lot of workers which have to be paid. So one way or another, you have to find the reason why. And yeah, I mean, it's fair to have something. I hope that our fees are pretty legit and pretty low to make understand the people. We don't take leverage over nothing, but yeah. Anyway, we have to pay salaries and more marketing. People and investors want that, so yeah.
Cool, awesome, thank you. All right, anything else that you want to run us through, Fed or Phil? More than welcome to.
I mean, I hope that I said a lot. I'm not sure if Phil is still here. Maybe you want to add something. About the merch shop, you can talk about it if you want. I do.
Yeah, I'm still here. I tried to forward something before. Straight when you were talking, I was searching for the white paper. Sorry, I'm not used to do this. In general, we have somebody that is doing it for us while we are talking, and that's also why my camera is not on. Right now, I'm searching for things. But yeah, you said the merch shop. We had a merchandising shop. I think this is just a small part of the project, but still, it's a nice thing to get the word out there, and maybe have a mug or something to share when you are at work, to share the word with colleagues. I think we touched the main utilities, like Federico should have told you. We moved the marketplace a bit back since we wanted to focus on the Launchpad. And also games are something that we will touch later on the roadmap. We are in talk with a first game, actually. They invited me to beta test their game, and they want to list on our platform. This is nothing that we provide as a team, but we are having a look into them. And if they are any good, why not give them a bit of visibility? Maybe we can get something out of this as a company as well, but we don't know this yet at this current status. Our app is updated and uploaded on Apple and Android. We are really proud that we can now provide it on Apple as well. This was a highlight for me in the last few days. I really like that we finally made it. They were strict on us. It took us some time, but now we are there. Yeah, did I forget about anything, Federico?
I mean, there is always something more that we can add, but we could speak for a lot of time. But I think we touched pretty much everything, at least concisely at the best we did. But yeah, I think we didn't miss pretty much nothing. Maybe we can talk a little bit more about the marketplace in the future, but I really want that people focus on what is happening now, because it's the main interest, not what is happening like 4 or 5 weeks. This they will discover in our chat if they want to be part of it, but I really want them to recognize the power of the network itself and how much is stable due liquidity reason and due utilities listings. So I want people recognize that the seriousness and professionality and the importance of networking inside of the space is a must. So there is competition everywhere. There are a lot of paths. There are a lot of projects that do pretty much the same things, and offer similar services. What makes the difference is the team and what people does and succeed in the time. We are here for a very long time. We are able to, and we have a huge networks on our shoulders. For this, we are able to list the project even before that the launchpad comes off. So you will discover which is the project that will be on our pad on 4 weeks. The pad will be live in 2 in the next few days. We are finalizing the description. I mean, I want to write by myself a description of the project for the community, express them what our company think of the project. So having a good review over that. So we will make their search for you. But we suggest also to make yours as well, for sure. We don't want to take a charge of investment, but for sure we will have a very deep look for everybody inside of the project that we're gonna list. And it's very important that some professional do it for you if you don't have enough knowledge. Not saying that everybody is the same, but we have to provide this service for our user base. And yeah, guys, we really hype it for ourselves. I mean, yeah, I'm very happy about the results. I'm just very tired about the time that I'm spending over that, and my family also. But yeah, we're doing this because there is a reason behind it, and it's moment to be paid off for all the work and sacrifice that they put in these months. I'm just looking for just make the announcement and see the people do the marketing, do the next project, a distant project, and make marketing in there and saying, guys, if you want to buy that, you have to come here. And that moment, we will never stop anymore, guys. So I'm introducing the last few days before we go live in the other communities says that the sale will be here. Offer you the chance to buy the best price possible. We got our floor, so take your chance. Some people that have some insider already start to buy, so yeah, it's your chance. And I don't know if you have other questions anytime you're gonna find us. You want to talk about the games, we can talk about this as well. Maybe this we didn't talk, Phil. Talk about what the game related, because it's important also to say what is the relation of the whole ecosystem with each other. All utilities will be connected. So as to be part of the launchpad, you need to have your token staked. If not, the network will not read your wallet and makes you not eligible for that. The same way, we want to connect the games to our NFTs and the staking itself. We will see what is the best reason why. But what gives us the strength to do so is all the work that we did during these months. So having basis, we have our collection ready with just the images of it, but we want to give utility over the NFTs that we have. We want also to give importance to the thing that we do. If we wanted to make a marketplace which sell only our NFTs, which are only collectibles, all the shit meme token does, and just say, yeah, buy my collection of NFTs, and who knows, maybe we'll get you value. No, guys, we're here just to give quality over things. So even a marketplace that have not utilities inside and is able to actually list other projects because they want your user base, so ours is useless at some point. And having a marketplace just for habit, it's not really a utility. It's not something that really people want to see. I want to have a marketplace where people list their project. I want to have a marketplace where you can have bidding, and I want to have a marketplace where it's a floor price. And it's very important to have features over the utility that you have to make the difference over this market, because again, one more time, it's oversaturated. You cannot make it even up about how many projects launch every day that are trying to succeed in this market. That at the end of the day, you will stop to try to flick your beans inside of whitelists. It's okay, sometimes it's risky, sometimes you succeed, sometimes not, but you will always have to take profit sometimes and buy back at the floor and to anyway do some DCI. And I changed my way of trading, and I hope that the people will change their way also. I prefer much more to buy project after launch at the time. Sometimes I buy some whitelists because the network that I have allow me to have a lot of whitelists during the time. But for the amount that I have, I buy like the 1% that I get. So I'm much more keen to buy his project, even an higher market cap. I buy sometimes project that have a $50 million market cap, but because I know that I can make money over them, there is a passive income to consider too, a very good staking API, which we provide that is not, that's sustainable, but also attractive. It's very also important feature of each project nowadays. So enjoy your staking. Buy now, stake now, and enjoy your passive income. And I hope that at the end of the year, we gonna meet each other with our own yacht. Stop to talk about Lambos that women they talking about us.
All right, guys. I reckon let's get some quick questions from the audience. I think there'll be a lot of people in here that will have questions for you, and that might prompt a different way of presenting here as well. So, Last Apache, we'll get you up to say some questions.
Well, man, hi there. Firstly, to say that it's pretty cool thing and everything, but just saying competitively, when you are competing with other exchanges, the thing is, it's people don't trade because of how tokens get in, right? They're trading for their own profits. So if you are putting a 0.5 transaction fee, that is pretty high. Like compared to Binance, that is 0.1, or other exchanges that are even lesser. Even native ones that in my country are even lesser. And that also give away the referral thing. They're also doing a referral, but still they are not that high. I'm just pointing it out because sustainability is a great factor. You have mentioned that before, but there are other ways like advertisement and all that could help it. So some other reasons that you just want to focus on this, except like not
Sure.
other things that includes increment of your wealth, instead just the transaction tax, because that is I think that is a very factor that will make people stay away from the exchange, because that is, I think that's pretty high.
Yeah, sure. Make me understand and answer you pretty quickly. So we are not Binance, first of all. The mode of listing project that's gonna be on us is sure different from what the project that you are trading actually in different exchange. The main difference of exchanges that we're talking about knowledge here is about what you trade on them, So 0.5% come from a new project that come list in there. So some of them we're gonna have a very high volatility as well. What you list on, what you trade on Binance, have sure a way less impact. What you trade on it, you make money over future trading most of the time. So the money flow that you have over there is different. I'm not saying that 0.5% will be forever. This is what we have to do now to sustain our initial launch, is also important to understand what kind of project, one more time, we're going to list in there. 0.5% is not ours. 0.2 is yours. This is the main concept of it. 0.3 is ours, which is like 0.2 more than Binance, which considering also the kind of trading that you do in there is way different, we're gonna have a much more money flow inside of a new exchange that lists a new project launching on the market than the project that are gonna list on Binance itself. It's just considering what you trade in one, what you trade in another one, and consider also the fact that the fees are gonna change in the time growing in the company, when there is no more need to have these fees, which are not actually so big, but surely bigger than what can be Binance. But consider the volume. The volume that an exchange has is comparable with the fees that they're asking. So with a volume that we can have at the beginning, zero fee is quite good for the sustainability of the company and for the user profit, because they're gonna have trading that's gonna make much more money than the trading that they make inside of central exchanges Binance. And in the time with more volume, the tax will gonna decrease. And anyway, we're gonna have even bigger revenue, because with bigger volume, even less fees are profitable enough. If this is a good answer for you.
Yeah, business with that's the thing, right? Because of a high transaction tax, a person, because most tokens just don't list on a single exchange. At least what has happening right now, right? Yeah. So if you have a higher exchange rate, higher transaction fee, people might tend to use some other exchange instead. That will even the volume that you are getting, doesn't it? Because if I'm
Sure,
seeing a
sure, absolutely.
five
No,
somewhere is
you're
zero
right,
point.
man. I just, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure that people will list on us and on Binance together. I mean, I would be very proud if people choose to list on our exchange at the beginning and also list on Binance as well, which I think would be a very strange coincidence so far. But yeah, I mean, I think that on BSC 0.5% is even low. People ask even 1.5. So I think we are on the lower end of that. If you this might be good for you as answer. I mean, is the exchange comparable on the competition that we are talking about now? So competition is the main network. Well, I mean, we are 7 days old, you know, man. So if you want to compare us with Binance, I can say you that you're right, but I don't think, and I'm humble enough to even don't compare me with them yet. I'm saying that I'm working on it. I'm saying that I have my own router, so I can make my own blockchain. I'm saying that I do also have an exchange, which is though defined, not centralized. But yeah, I mean, fees are a little bit higher. I give more fees to my customers because I give them a 0.2% instead of 0.005% as a referral commission, which Binance give you. So one end on another, I think that the plan that we're having is great enough. And considering the competition that we have in this market, we are very stronger, much more stronger and much more cheap as well. I remember that the fees in general exchange in this market can reach till 1.5%, and we have a 0.5.
But what happens if I'm not getting from referral, right? If I'm not getting in through on the exchange by a referral, then the fees will be
Okay.
0.34. It will again be 0.5, and then who is getting that 0.2?
No, it's always 0.5. If is referred, is going to be to you. If is you are new user, all the 0.5 can come to us.
Well, thank you for answering that. Thank you, Shana.
You're welcome.
Thanks, mate.
Full transparency. You're welcome, brother.
Twisted Brainiac, go for it.
All right, thank you so much, Chanel. Good day to
You're
you.
welcome.
Good day, Revolution Wings Protocol.
Amen.
I hope you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I do.
All right, good. I just wanted to ask about your charity. You know, I was reading through it, and you guys said you'd be doing a bit of charity around the world. But then, as I went low and I looked at it, you guys are focusing more, at least for starts, on Thailand to be exact. So I was wondering why exactly you picked that. And then you even went further again to say you'd be creating what was it? Yeah, a plastic recycling factory in
Yeah.
Thailand. So I want to know
So
exactly why you chose that as your charity, you know, where you are going to focus your charity onto first, since you said you are going to be doing it all over the world as well.
yeah, so it's very easy to answer. So we are based in Thailand. We are officially registered company in Thailand. We have we've been approved by iOS. Because of that, you cannot be approved if you don't have a legitimate company. So we are based on Thailand. This is why we choose the people that we know. We know that it's important to give money to people that you know personally, and you know that they really need. We don't want to give it to very big association that most of the time take 50% of your donation for themselves. We know that these people are valuable. You know that these people needs money. So we want to change, first of all, the environment that is close to you. This is the first step to change the world completely. So we start closely to us, and then we expand. So why we choose these things? One is our dear friend, and I think that animals don't need help. I mean, I don't like to talk much about charities. You know, people take leverage over do good. I prefer to do good and don't tell to nobody. Is written there because I have to say the company for legal reasons. But yeah, I try to speak less possible about charities because doing good is sometimes okay. You do good, so I give you money. I don't want to this kind of leverage over the people. But yeah, let's talk about the recycling company. As a businessman, I consider that revenue over recycling is undervalued. And it's also a charity method because we're gonna clean the environment as well. What we're gonna do, we're gonna fundraise this association, which will recycle plastic over what they collect, cleaning beaches and oceans. And we just not clean it, we're gonna use it. And investing in this company, we have rights of 50% of the revenue generated over the sales, over the product that the company will produce from the recycled plastic, and this revenue will go.
Twisted
I
Brainiac.
think we lost him.
Yeah, okay. I thought it was me for a second.
Hello, can you hear me?
That's okay. Federico's dropped out.
Okay. I thought it was my fault.
Yeah, I think basically the last thing that
I'm
he
sorry.
wanted to say is that he gets like 50% out of the sales of these products that the company offers as return for the initial founding. But I think Federico is back again.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
My
he's
it's
back
my
again
phone that
with another phone.
is crapping out.
That's all right. Sweet.
Okay, yeah,
Well,
yeah, I heard you, Phil. Yeah, you were saying good. You can keep going if you want.
Yeah, I think that's basically it. I enjoy it myself a lot, the charity aspect. I liked it as an investor when I looked at the page, since I'm a big fan of dogs and I actually have two of them lying next to my feet right now. So that's fine for me as well. Doing good is always important, and it's only a small commission to do so. So I guess that's fine.
Yeah, but
It's just another aspect.
again, I'm thinking that I mean, it's the right question. You see written down, and it's fair to say you want to know more. I hope I answer you a lot, but it's usually something that I don't talk about if it's not asked, because it's really it's trying to take leverage over that. You know, it's not funny to ask you money to because we do charity. We offer service to you first of all. Then if we do good, it's something extra. But yeah, I hope you understand me.
Yeah, of course I do. Just wanted to clarify. You were mentioning something about the profits in the long term when you create that plastic recycling company. You were mentioning something about the profits going back. So I don't know if you could, finish on that.
Okay, so yeah, I was saying, so this fabric, because it's a fabric, so we take the plastic, we work on it, we purify it, we clean it, and we produce objects and anything that can help. You know, the main plan is actually use it for not a common object, but we plan to produce bricks, for example, to build houses, which is very good use to recycle plastic. You know, have a usage that is not gonna be a waste in the world again. But yeah, the sell over the product that we're gonna resell to other companies, this will generate revenue, obviously. And this revenue is split at 50-50 between us, because we're gonna fundraise as a major investment part, and the owner of the company, which is Ukrainian guy or Russian guy, I don't remember, maybe between the two sides of the road at the moment. Let's talk about the war a little bit. And yeah, he's making this company in Thailand, in Kopangan, actually, where we are located. For this, we have a closer look. And as I said before, it's very important to have knowledge and know the people that you're dealing with, and not just for matter of trust, but because if you really want to change the world, you have to start from your surrounding. Being humble is always the first step to be recognized. You know, you don't want to go too much and charge yourself with responsibilities, or go around the world and say, okay, I give $1 million to this huge company, and you don't know what this money go for. I want to be sure that the money that we're gonna put in this chart is gonna be used well. For sure, for example, the dog strain company don't need a lot of money. So once we fulfill their needs, you know, when we build their new shelter, we buy furniture for them, we know that they're happy with what they have, we're gonna change, and we're gonna ask the community what they want to go for, you know. So it's important to ask also the people what they want, and yeah. But please,
Twisted
let's
Brainiac.
talk about charity.
Thank you very
Thanks,
You're
mate.
welcome, brother.
Marzi, Mike, go for it. Oh shit, did I mute you? Sorry, I had you unmuted and I actually muted you. Go for it, Marzi, Mike.
Thank you so much, Shannon.
It's been an amazing listening so far. I mean, I can tell from your presentation how sincere and honest you are. I particularly like the fact that you are not trying to promise some overnight moonshots. This obviously is going to take some time, especially with the utilities that you have planned out. I also like the new UI designs. I think they look awesome. But I just wanted to ask about the Launchpad. So what we have these days on the BSC space is Launchpad to, try to get any kind of project on. Even with verifications and all that, they are also still interested in the money. And what you have sometimes is even when they verify that these people are genuine, they have a genuine course, what you have is that sometimes because of poor planning, poor marketing skills, and some sort of inefficient capacity, you find that these projects eventually rug. It's a slow rug. Before you know, there's no marketing going on because there were no funds in the first place to even start the project. So what I'm looking at for your launchpad, I don't know. I was just being so. I was thinking out of the box this night, and I was thinking about a launchpad where you have, in addition to you verifying their authenticity, you also have a means to also verify their capacity. So you don't have people launching on your launchpad and they go into a slow rock because there are no funds to complete their projects. Some of their utilities were not well planned out and they were promising heaven and earth when they knew they couldn't do much. So as to, build some sort of integrity for the launchpad. I don't know if that's something you've also thought about.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand what you say. Yeah, sustainability is very important. For this, as Phil says, that the vetting process will be very strict. I think that the best method is not going for doxing or KSC, is not something that makes the project legit so far, is for sure is something that we're gonna look for, but this is not means integrity and success. What we're really looking forward is not even verify the people, but is verify the skill set. We want to know what is their vision, and we think that with our knowledge and recognition of what is needed, that doesn't matter BSC, doesn't matter Ethereum, doesn't matter any kind of a chain that this project want to list on. It's very important that they know what they're talking about, and I'm very glad that actually there is the chance to go to MIA around and speak straight to the people, which is the best method. And so I conduct my interviews and we conduct our meetings only with voice calls. It's impossible to vet person and vet project thinking that we can do emails or do tags and do presentation or pitch decks. I want to hear the voice of the people. I want to hear how much they're confident, how much I want to hear what is the real knowledge about what is will be meant to be. It doesn't matter the capacity on the marketing skills, because this service that we're gonna provide, we have a lot of partners. For sure, everybody have his own strategies. We have our own, which is going slowly up, and this is meant just because of the ratio of the LP that we give. But we are not forcing nobody to have the same strategy as we have or other people have. Everybody behave as they want. The only thing that we want to be sure is that they know where they're going, which is the only thing that matters at the end of the day. Is like not just where they're going, but also with who they're working with. It's not even about vet the team and what the experience they have. I want to know with who they partner. I want to know with who they're working with. If there is some third party, which is this third party, what they're capable to, and more on. But you're fully right. There is a lot of projects that in general they fail because they cannot sustain the competition and the market itself. But it's not really their fault. I think that is plus on plus one, and at the end of the day, the lack of time, and you get exhausted because the pressure is really huge. For this is important to understand also how old is a person, how much time work, what is his background. You're fully right. Vetting process is really important, and as Phil said, we're gonna go through it in the best way possible. And also this will be possible because we don't want to host like a 20 project a day or a week. I want to give quality over quantity. So our goal, my personal, is at the moment to have like one project a week, which will be the biggest present for our community actually. But if it will not happen even 2 projects a month with a huge profit over that, I mean, I really want to have a 100% success rate over the things that I offer to my user base. And this will be happen only if we are strict in vetting. And for sure, we're gonna refuse a lot of projects. I'm not even saying that the 2 that we are now evaluating, they will pass the process. Phil is testing the beta version just to understand the process and the product that they're offering. And we are really just waiting to understand what they're doing. And we are watching them, we are watching what are the steps, with who they're talking to, where they go, if they know what the moves they have to do, if they're patient. I mean, there are a lot of factors, and I would stay here like hours to talk about what is the vetting process so far. But yeah, man, you be sure that the vetting process will be well made, and the roadmap and the knowledge of the people will be for sure something that we're gonna look into a lot deeply, not just about what they do, because you can really do a product and the same the next day also another project do the same product, but what the difference make is the teams that is making it. And yeah, I hope I answered your question.
You did, and I'm really impressed that you've actually thought about some of these things, because like I said, projects come on, there is no clear focus. It's just based on hype. Maybe Elion's dog does something, someone is trying to create a token around that, get some dev from Fiverr, I mean, push some little marketing somewhere, and then the person feels he's ready to take over the BSC space with moonshots and overnights. And I mean, I personally like the fact that you've thought through that. And let me leave it at this. Thank you so much, Shanu. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Martin.
Thank you, Madzi. Thank you so much.
Good question, buddy. All right, we might get one more. Josh, if you want to ask a question, buddy.
Hey, Shanu, have fun.
Have fun, buddy.
Yeah, I'm cool. Okay, so very quickly, I would like to ask about their gaming. So I need some kind of clarification. So they said that the play-to-earn concept involves player giving them financial incentives. So I want to know, is it the player giving out incentives now, or the system giving out incentives? And the incentives now, is it the incentives, are they different from the earnings that a player, that I as a player earn while playing the game? Will there be some kind of maybe criteria for me to gain the particular incentives to use in the game? Or I don't really get the statement.
I'm not really even sure that I fully understand your question. I understand about incentives, what is difference maybe behind what we are more about that, but I'm not offering incentive extra. I mean, the incentive itself is really make money during you play. I cannot give you the full exposure over the games and the optic behind it, because honestly and fully transparent with you, we're not 100% focused on that. The thing of the games will come. Will be our project, we're gonna produce this project, we're gonna produce this game, which will have another token, we have his own incentives to play the game itself, but the incentive to play the game is just making money over that. Which are the methods to make money over a game? This is something that the game itself will explain, and the white paper over that will explain too. But for sure, we're gonna aim to be different from the competition. I mean, games are games, but the way to make money over games sometimes is different. So we're gonna look to integrate. This is the only answer I can give to you over games, to create a revenue that not just come from the game. This maybe is the answer that you are looking for. The ecosystem that works fully and is fully integrated by its own in itself is having the passive income and the revenue over something connected to something else. So let's say that the games, you make money in the game, but also you make money with the NFTs that are connected in the game itself.
Okay, so it makes sense. But then you said you'll be creating another token for the game. So does that mean that there will be another contract for the game separately, another contract different from the ecosystem itself?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, it's impossible to produce a game that is paid out at the moment with our own token. We already have a lot of utilities connected to it. For sure, it's possible. It's something that maybe it's better to have another token that sustain the rewards inside of that specific game. I mean, it's important to understand what is your tokenomics, your distribution, what their tokens are used for. And we have already a very big supply that is made for rewards inside of our token, and we have very big funds for the treasury, which will be used for listings and etc. And so if we move to have the same token for the game, would kind of it's not the right plan. So we're gonna have a new token for the game. So yeah.
Oh, great. No, it's like your game is actually unique because I'm not sure I've really seen many projects do that, create a separate token for the game. So if you're actually creating a separate token, how do you plan to manage it then? Will it be a token that also probably have value with your original token? How do you intend to manage both at the same time?
I mean, we have a very big team. So far, a token, when it's launched, it goes by itself. At the point that we're going to launch our second token, this first one is going by inertia. The marketing is done by its own, by just listing project in the network itself. People and engagement of user base come from marketing that other people will do. For sure, we're gonna still go into conferences and do our ITS and push it, but it's something that will not take as much time as we are spending now, which is important to have traction at the beginning. The main traction will be made for the games at the beginning because we're gonna need the main traction for that at that moment. So it's not difficult. I mean, I've been into like a 3-4 project in the same time working for other people, and I didn't see the struggle much. I mean, work is work. I don't know how to do different than just diligently. And yeah, in a time you will understand that actually things are sometimes easier than what they look, but this is made just by experience. And I hope to have you also in our team at some point. If you really think that this is your place and you want to be here, there is space for you too, man. And yeah, it's just about education. It's just about knowledge, and how you see the things is actually not very difficult answer to give you. Will be not difficult to run two projects at the same time. A lot of people does, or even 3, 4, 5, and depends. I mean, depends on success also. But at some point, the game will come in the market when this project is already running. We have a lot of employees that work on it. I mean, there is not much I can say about it than just what I said already.
It
Yeah,
is
sure,
the
sure. No,
last point on the roadmap currently. So I think it's okay after 1 week being live not to know exactly all the details, but you can be sure that our Mr. Mescriptor that is actually here with us is listening closely, because it's really something that touches his heart. He loves games. He works there as a day job in game development, and he will have a close look on the development later on.
oh, sure, great. I really appreciate. I'm a game lover too, so and I like the fact that you are ready to probably bring in people to do it. I mean, you can't do it all by yourself, so I really appreciate it. Thanks, man. To the moon. Thanks, Shano.
Thank you, Bob.
All right, sweet. Thanks for the question, guys. I appreciate that. And look, it is good to touch on all those aspects of your project, whether it is from the game or recycling and stuff. So yeah, I do appreciate that. But yeah, Fed and Phil, if you'd like to, just wrap it up. Yeah, it's been a great AMA talking to you guys as always, and I'm glad we can help spread some more awareness about WingsProtocol to a bit more people outside your usual network.
Sure. Yeah, maybe we do just a little recap, just remember bullet points of what we're doing, what we're gonna do. So we have Staking Live. The launch pad will be ready in 2 weeks. In 4 will be our first idol. We're gonna post in a few days, and we're gonna be public everywhere, which will be the idols and all the details about it, and so the research about what it will be. The marketplace will be producing around 6. The exchange is gonna be live this week. The platform also the new face of it. I mean, I just wanted to remodernize out of it. We're very powerful guys. We're here for stay for a very long time period. Our LP ratio is 30%, so which be very, very stable and very, very safe as well. No, we're very proud of the result, and we are networking a lot. We really think that is the best coin out of there. we have 7 days old, and we are really great to understand that is stable enough to push the utilities in the market one more time, and in the best way also with our payment providers that will come soon. Do the application that you will find on our page. You'll be able to download in both Android and iOS. Please download it, give us feedback, tell us what you think that we can improve. But I think that as far as we go now, we really have a really huge base to build a huge platform and an application itself, which will be able to host a lot of features over there. And I'm thank you guys for your time, which is time is very valuable for everybody. So thank you for listening us. Thank you to Luciano to host me here as well. Thank you to my team to follow me up, and thank everybody that is believing in us in the time and will believe us in the future.
Awesome. Thank you very, very much. Go for it, Phil.
Thank you very much also for giving me the time. I want to thank you guys all that have been with us here today evening for your time. Like Federico said, time is really, really valuable, and we appreciate it. You heard a lot about our project. You saw the quality that we want to bring, and I also think if you have a look at our website currently, we really strive to give an investor a really good look on it. The graphics are all nice and clean. The application is done really, really well. Currently, we are already looking into another kind of rebranding process of the website to offer a small pitch deck as well, so investors can just get a much faster look on the project as well, even though we already provide a light paper. For now, I want to tell you, we are here for nearly a year. Like Federico is nearly a year doing it. I'm here for like 6 months. And this project is as safe as it gets. We're all doxed on the website. We're there regularly together on the video chat. I'm really sorry that I was not part of it today. Thank you very much. It would be a pleasure to see a few of you in our chat. If you have further questions, go ahead, join us there and keep yourself updated. And yeah, we are always happy to talk, so maybe we see each other soon again. Thank you and have a nice evening.
Thank you very much, gents. Really, really appreciate you coming out. And again, I really love your project and wish you all the best of luck, and hope to see you again soon, and hope to see that you've had, 10, 20, 30 projects launch in the next time that we speak. But otherwise, all the best, and I'll chat to you again soon, guys.
I will send you over the project that want to listen us over your chat, so you will get exploring them as well.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to share that, mate. Go for it.
Cool. Thank you, guys. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
See everybody. Bye-bye.